Hello and welcome to the 2025 Golden Cave Awards. I brought the award show back last year after we attempted it in 2020. Some editing issues cost that from being an actual great video because there were some very funny moments, particularly from Connor, which is probably why I did bring him back last year for the rebrand of the awards show. It's because we did it as a milestone video for the podcast, since at that point we was hitting 100 episodes. So I thought, what better way to celebrate 100 episodes than doing something funky? And we did that with the awards show, and it was, it was something. So obviously I wanted to bring it back and try and go with the original format, with a few less people working on it, though, I will point that out. So instead of having we had about four, well, if you count me, you had about 5 people working on the original award show. Last year it was 2. This year we got 1 extra, we got 3. So, it's slowly getting back to where I want it to be. So I'm hoping to have learned from my mistakes for the 2021 and getting us to exactly where I want it. Obviously, I want this show to be quality-wise. So tonight, obviously, as I say, we're going bigger than we did last year. Obviously, Connor and I handed out about 20 awards, I think it was, last year. So this year, I say bigger, we've got about 33 awards to dish out across 3 media formats: movies, TV shows, and video games. As I said, it's not just me and Connor this year, and that's proving that we're going that 1 step bigger. I probably chose the wrong words there, since it's for the specific person that I've chose to join us. Saying 1 step bigger is, I'm not digging you, Alex. I apologise. I didn't think my words through when writing this, and I didn't put my words through when ad-libbing what I've written. So I do apologise, because yes, joining me and Connor for this year's awards, if Connor does get me the award footage in time, if not, looks like I'm doing double duty. We do have Alex joining us this year, Mr. Therapeutic himself. He'll be working as a guest presenter. I need to ignore everything I've written there, because none of that matters now. So, yes, so obviously we're going to be kicking off our awards with a brand new award, which I'll hopefully be doing each year as well. And that is Best Streaming Service. And in a world that's been taken over by digital media, I say, new streaming services crop up. It feels like daily, really. I mean, you got every big company, big media company to be more specific, there has a streaming service. And even if obviously it's not specifically a big media company, there's a streaming service based on, specific things. No, anime, for example. You got obviously your Crunchyroll. You used to have your Funimation, but just Crunchyroll now. Obviously you have Shudder for horror. So obviously you have your specific streaming services for your specific types of media. Heck, even video games have their own essential streaming service. Because you think of like Game Pass. Game Pass is essentially a streaming service. So, obviously music as well. Music has streaming services. So it's not just movies and TV shows that are attached to streaming services. Per se, video games as well, and music can be found with a streaming service. But obviously this is more focused on movies and TV shows. So obviously the way we sort of considered this award was the content the streaming service offers, the price you're being charged for it, and obviously is that price worth paying for, essentially. So the nominees for Best Streaming Service are Prime Video, Crunchyroll, Disney Plus, Paramount Plus, and Netflix. And the winner is, pause to open an envelope. Shouldn't have said that out loud. That's why I wrote it in speech, in a bracket, sorry. Don't actually have an envelope. Can offer you a little tiny drum beat. Do. That's the best you got. I don't have an envelope. Really should have got an envelope for this. Who has envelopes these days, though? Like, I mean, I got my bank envelopes, but I'm not, giving my details away again, Connor. So you just have to accept the drum beat there. So the winner is Disney Plus. The House of Mouse claims the inaugural award, and then hopefully they can continue to give us decent content throughout 2025. I mean, they've already started with some. I watched 2 shows on there so far, and they've been pretty decent. So hopefully they can continue that. I mean, Daredevil's in a couple of weeks. So, looking forward to that one. So anyway, our second award tonight is Best Co-op Multiplayer Game of the Year. Obviously, it's a returning award, this one is, and last year it was won by Baldur's Gate 3, and it wasn't easy for Baldur's Gate 3. This was one of the couple of awards that required a tiebreaker vote, and obviously it was between this, Baldur's Gate 3 and Lethal Company, and I mean, either one could have walked away with Best Multiplayer Game of the Year, because both offered great content in regards to being a multiplayer or co-op game. Obviously, Baldur's Gate 3, I mean, you could literally have a D&D campaign with your friends. So without further ado, I'm going to pass in the privilege of presenting this award onto my Chat Cave podcast co-founder, who I'm hoping has done this award. If not, then you'll be seeing my ugly mug in a moment. But if you don't see my ugly mug, then I'm happy to pass this award presentation on to my good pal ZennyF_, aka Connor.
Second category, next up, co-op/multiplayer game of the year. We've got Power World, Helldivers 2, Content Warning, Chained Together, Warhammer 40,000, Space Marines 2, and Marvel Rivals. And the winner is Content Warning, which for a slot I agree with. It's a good multiplayer co-op game. I agree. Warhammer 40k should have also been up for Game of the Year. That's my personal preference. Make sure you get that in. Put a little Space Marine right here now.
Congratulations, Content Warning. Generally such a fun game. Connor, Hayden and myself played this around my birthday last year, because at the point of release, I mean, they put it out for free just to get some hype behind it before putting it actually up for proper sale, and I jumped on it when it was free, and generally was worth it. It's such a fun game. Obviously, I recently played it again a couple of months ago with Alex, and they added a lot more content that wasn't there when we first played it. And yes, there's no pun intended there that I said Content Warning added more content. That was just, it's just what it is. So obviously I can understand why it won this award, and it generally does deserve it. So next up, we're moving on to our TV awards. So we're going with Best Animated TV Show as our first award in this category. Obviously, Jujutsu Kaisen Series 2 claimed this award last year, and it was a category that was jam-packed last year. I'm talking Attack on Titan was in there, I'm talking Castlevania was in there, My Hero Academia, and Marvel's What If. So it was some big guns. And obviously at the time of doing the award show, doing the nominees and whatnot, and obviously voting, I actually hadn't caught up with Jujutsu Kaisen. I think I may have started Series 1, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I hadn't actually caught up. But after catching up, I can see why a lot of people voted for this one to win. I mean, I'm talking about those epic fight sequences, because they are fucking astounding. But I'm still on the bandwagon of Attack on Titan. Should have took the award, but it took some other awards, so I'm not going to be too pissed off there. So, yes, obviously, if you're wondering how we're going to top those nominees, because there were some big nominees last year, so how are we going to top that? Well, there's only one way we're going to find out, and that's passing this award presentation on to our other compatriot for tonight, and that is Mr. Therapeutic himself, aka Alex. He's going to be running us through this category. So, Alex, who's been nominated this year, and are they anywhere near as good as last year?
Hello everybody, my name is Therapeutic, and I am here to do the announcements for the winners of these categories. Best Animated TV Series: Arcane Season 2, X-Men 97 Season 1, Has Been a Hotel Series 1, My Hero Academia Series 7, Exploding Kittens Series 1, and Kaiju number 8 Series 1. The winner is Kaiju number 8 Series 1.
Congratulations, Kaiju number 8, coming out on top of a category which contains some of the highest rated shows of 2024. And that's not just highest rate animated shows. I mean highest rate shows overall. These are some of the biggest and most popular shows of the year. And obviously now we're going to be sticking again with the animated side of things. So up next is Best Animated Movie. Last year saw the Super Mario Bros. Movie shock well, I would say a lot of us, shocked me specifically because I didn't think it was going to win. It was, I mean, you had Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, you had Puss in Boots: The Last Wish in there. I did not think Super Mario Bros. Was winning this, but when I think about it, and I think this friends group of ours, this Fatal Error crew, I generally can actually understand why this one won. But still, it was still a big shock anyway. So obviously, to present this award, I'm gonna again hand you back over to Alex.
The Best Animated Movie. The nominees are Kung Fu Panda 4, Spy X Family Code White, Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul, Inside Out 2, The Wild Robot, South Park The End of Obesity, and the winner for the Best Animated Movie of 2024 is Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul.
Congratulations, Wallace and Gromit Vengeance Most Foul. A movie I enjoyed on my first watch, which I watched over the new year, and then obviously I rewatched it about a week or so later, and my opinion changed. It went from great to amazing. It went through the roof. I actually really enjoyed this movie, and it definitely deserved to win our Best Animated award. So, it's a worthy winner in my eyes. So, obviously, when you are making an action movie or an action TV show, an eye-catching fight scene helps make a project stand out over the rest. So, to present our second brand new award, Best Fight Sequence, I'm going to hand you back over to Connor.
Right, now we're out of the realm of games. We're into TV show and films. I am going to get some of these names wrong. I can already feel it. I'm looking at the list right now. I'm going to get something wrong. So you got the first nominee, which is Godzilla, Kong, Suka and Mothra versus Scar King, Shimuru? I'm going to say Shimuru. That seems right. And that's Godzilla x Kong movie. We got the Battle of Philly in Fallout Season 1, Episode 2. We got Izuki Midoriya, which, yeah, I said that, and I also know I got it wrong. I'm not going back on it. Versus Shimura. Oh my god, I can't say this one. Shigarakai. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Tom didn't do this one because he's 10 times more into this program than I am, and he would have got the names right. Shingarakai. I don't know how it is pronounced. That's My Hero Academia anyway. Season 7, Episode 13. Sith vs Jedi in the Acolytes Season 1, Episode 5. Wolverine vs Deadpool in Deadpool and Wolverine. And then Kafka vs General Iska. Oh my god, how can I forget this? I've watched this and I still can't remember the name. I know it's Kafka versus General Izao? I can't remember. I'm going to say Izao. In Kaiju number 8, Season 1, Episode 12. Thanks, Tom, for giving me the category with the names you knew I wasn't going to pronounce right. And the winner of that is Kafka versus General Izao. I can't remember, I said it 2 seconds ago. And that's for the Kaiju number 8. Thanks, Tom. Thanks, Tom, for that.
Kaiju number 8 with its second win on the show, and it wasn't easy for it. This was a very close race, but its early lead in the votes definitely helped it cross the finish line first. And we've been celebrating the best of 2024, so it's time to turn our attention to worst of 2024. First up is worst TV show. Last year we only had one nominee for this because it was a standout nominee in the worst category, and that was obviously Velma Series 1. Because how can you make a Scooby-Doo show without Scooby-Doo? And I actually wasn't going to do this category this year, but again, one show stood out as a piece of shit and forced me at last minute to dish out this award. And you're probably thinking, we could have a few nominees here this time around. I mean, The Acolytes wasn't very liked. Halo Series 2 wasn't very liked. But come on, let's be real. The win is Velma Series 2. I mean, there's one thing that can be praised about this show is that the series and its Halloween special was the final nail on the coffin that forced them to go, you know what? Let's cancel the show. Let's not do any more. No one's liking this show. So you can at least give some praise for this series and its special for finally making Warner Bros. Realised, why are we making this show? Why not just put actual effort into making actual Scooby-Doo content? So, you know, I would say congratulations, but no one wants you to be, no one at all ever wants to be called the worst of. So, you know, I'm not really going to offer a congratulations there. So, obviously, now we have another easy contender for worst of, because next up we have worst video game of the year. Last year saw some right stinkers in our voters' eyes, and it was obviously Skull Island: The Rise of Kong, which picked up the inaugural award. So obviously there's a couple that could easily claim the award this year, but obviously Connor will be running you through this category. So Connor takes away with worst video game.
Now we got the most important category, possibly of all time, which is the worst video game of the year, which I think should actually be at the Game of Year Awards. But I think they don't want to cause problems. But we got South Park Snow Day, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Kill the Justice League. It's that shit. I can't even get the name right. Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Skull and Bones. And I think this was a bit of a joke category because not even in the nominees, but just one was Concord, a game that was out for, I think, maybe less than a month, and totally got shut down, closing the entire studio and wasting Sony a bunch of money. So I think most people can agree that Concord was a terrible game, probably one of the worst games this year. So bring this category to the official Game Awards next time.
I mean, it could only be Concord. The game literally got shut down after 2 weeks of being online. At least PlayStation released Astrobot obviously the same day as Concord, so you know you kind of balance. There's a balance there for PlayStation. You had the worst game possible, and you had the best game possible. So at least it kind of balanced it out for PlayStation's books. But I mean, for how long they took working on Concord, it's not good when your game literally shuts down after 2 weeks. So obviously, to wrap up our worst of section, we have worst movie of the year. The last show saw Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey demolish the competition, but this year, Winnie the Pooh's not on the chopping blocks, because obviously Blood and Honey 2 actually learnt from its mistakes and actually gave us an entertaining sequel. So, you know, you have the hook this time, but you know, these nominees that are up here are not. So the nominees for worst movie are Hellboy the Crooked Man, Prey, Something in the Water, Night Swim, Imaginary, and The Mousetrap. And the winner is Hellboy the Crooked Man. I mean, out of all these movies, this is the one that I actually was kind of looking forward to, because I mean, I'm looking at this list here. Mousetrap, I really didn't hear about it till pretty after it was released, despite the fact it was in the same boat as Winnie the Pooh. I mean, it didn't get as much media attention as the Winnie the Pooh one did, so that's probably why I didn't hear much about it. Imaginary and Night Swim, they're Blumhouse movies. They're hit or miss, so it's one of those ones where you don't go with expectations. Prey and Something in the Water are just two animal flicks, which, you know, they can, again, hit or miss. In this case, miss. But then Hellboy the Crooked Man, biggest IP out, obviously, on this list, if you ignore the Mickey Mouse stuff. It's, you know, because we've had, 3 Hellboy movies before this, and I enjoyed all of them to an extent, but this one, I don't know how you can get the same writer as the comic, obviously, that they're adapting, and still fuck everything up. So now, obviously, moving on to best digital effects. When you do digital effects, when your digital effects are bad, then they can hinder your project. Like, obviously, especially if it's a lot of bad digital effects. If you got 1 or 2 shots, you can get away with it. People are like, yeah, that shot didn't look great, that one there didn't look great, but the rest of the movie looked fine. Yeah, that's fine. But when you obviously got a movie that's just full of bad digital effects, specifically, I'm talking about your like late 90s, early 2000s movies, then you know it can make people go, that looks dreadful, and that can just hinder your whole experience. The nominees today did not suffer with giving us bad digital effects, because I mean, all these digital effects of these nominees, I mean, there's a couple more I'm going to put in this into this list, but for me, these ones stood out the most. So, Alex, who's nominated for Best Digital Effects this year?
Best Digital Effects: Godzilla, X Kong, The New Empire, Mufasa, The Lion King, Dune Part 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And the winner is Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
As I said before, I passed the award on to Alex. Any of these movies could have easily walked away with this award. So, congratulations, Sonic 3, for, beating movies like Dune Part 2 out, which had some of the greatest special effects out there. And obviously, you're claiming your first Golden Cave Award. Obviously, next up, we're heading back to video games as we dish out the award for Best Family Game of the Year. And obviously, this award is pretty simple. If you can play this game at any age, then you got a chance of being nominated, because that's simple as it is. If you can sit there and play this game with your family and not have them go, "Why is there tits in this video game that my child is playing?" Then you pretty much got a chance of getting nominated. So obviously, let's head right back to Connor, who is handing out this award.
Next up, we got Family Game of the Year. I don't have kids, so I'm going to class myself as a child when I vote for this category. Wish I am a man-child, but we'll get on with that. We got Luigi's Mansion 2 HD, Astrobot, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, The Plucky Squire, which I don't think I've ever heard of, Super Mario Party Jamboree, and Princess Peach Showtime. And the winner of that category was Super Mario Party Jamboree, which is what I voted for so far. I think most of these are what I voted for so far, so I'm good with that. Unless Tom's changed the results somewhere. He's cheated. Which wouldn't surprise me, Tom. Just keep an eye out for him.
Congratulations, Super Mario, on your first victory in the video game category since Mario Wonder couldn't do the job last year. Obviously, Jamboree went, you know what? I can do it this year, and obviously it did. So obviously you've now you've got to be like the first one there to win both a movie and a video game award at this show. It's not a massive leap because there's only been 2 of these shows, so still, congrats. So one of my favourite movie genres is horror, and last year we saw Scream 6 beat out Megan and Evil Dead Rise to claim the inaugural award. And horror last year saw plenty of sequels, prequels, adaptations, and brand new original stories. Some of them even managed to have Oscar nominations, which is pretty cool. Not just Oscar nominations, they're nominated in a lot of other award shows as well, which for horror is a rarity. Obviously, some of those are, well, I say some of them. There's one big one which isn't nominated here, mainly because none of us have watched it yet, so that's why it's not in here. So the nominees for Best Horror Movie are Terrifier 3, Abigail, Alien Romulus, A Quiet Place Day 1, Lisa Frankenstein, and Late Night with the Devil. And the winner is Terrifier 3. Just shy of $90 million on a $2 million budget. Shows how audiences have grown to love Art the Clown. And, not just me, but obviously Connor as well. We can't wait for Terrifier 4 to come out in a couple of years, because if these movies have been getting better, this is another case of a franchise that's just got better and better with each entry. So hopefully Terrifier 4 surpasses our expectations. And so yeah, obviously next up we have Best Musical Moments. Our last award show saw some very enjoyable musical moments. I'm Just Ken, Spice Up Your Life. But it was Herald of Darkness from Alan Wake 2 that walked away with the award. And obviously, again, 2024 saw some incredible musical moments, both on the small screen and on the big screen. So, to present the award, I hand you back over to Alex.
Best Musical Moments: Sexy from Mean Girls. More Than Everything has been Hotel. Hit Me Baby One More Time from Kung Fu Panda 4. Bye 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 from Deadpool and Wolverine. The Witch's Road from Agatha All Along. The Ballad of Knuckles. Knuckles, Series 1. And the winner is Bye 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 from Deadpool and Wolverine. That's a bye from me. Bye.
Only Deadpool could find a way to revive NSYNC and get Bye 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 stuck in my head for fucking months on end. I mean, I'm humming it right now in the back of my head. I'm not humming it out loud, but the back of my head, it's happening, and my mind is just picturing the sequence from the opening of Deadpool and Wolverine. And, you know, talking about openings, a great TV opening can get you more hyped for a TV show. That's why up next we have Best TV Opening. For these nominees, I considered the visuals that the opening offered, as well as the music playing at the top. Because, as I say, it's not just all about what you're seeing, it's about what you're hearing, and vice versa. So to present this award, we head back over to Connor. I apologise there, Connor. That's my bad. I don't know why I called you Sconnor. Sorry.
Next is Best TV Opening. We've got Abyss from Kaiju number 8 Season 1. Enemy from Arcane Season 2. Mugen from Demon Slayer Season 4. X-Men 97 Season 1. Tagatame My Academia Season 7. And then Shogun Season 1. And the winner of that category was Enemy from Arcane Season 2, which I've not watched. I don't know if I've watched any of these other than Kaiju number 8, so my vote would have been Kaiju, but yeah, Arcane.
Another award that required a tiebreaker vote, but either way, congratulations Imagine Dragons and Arcane for delivering an incredible intro. Yes, it's the same one as Series 1, but we didn't do this award we didn't do the award show at all when the first season came out, so, you know, Kaiju number 8, you may have your chance next year, if you stick with the same intro for Series 2. Obviously, sticking with TV, we have Best TV Score up next. And just like a movie, the score of a TV show can help sell a scene and enhance what you're watching. So it only makes sense to celebrate the music of the small screen, as well as obviously later on celebrating the music of the big screen. Just made sense to me. And once again, it's time to return to Connor for obviously Best TV Score.
Right now we got Best TV Score, which is the music throughout the entire series. We got Fallout Season 1, Shogun Season 1, Arcane Season 2, My Hero Academia Season 7, Agatha All Along Season 1, and Skeleton Crew Season 1. And the winner of that category was Arcane Season 2, which wasn't a surprise. It's probably one of the biggest animated TV programs to come out last year. So I was not surprised in that he seems to pick up 2 categories so far. On to the next one.
Arcane Series 2 recording back-to-back victories tonight. Congratulations, Arcane, for delivering obviously what our voters thought was the best TV score of 2024. So obviously now we're heading from the small screen to the big screen, because obviously I brought up movie scores when I spoke about TV score, obviously just before I handed you over to Connor. So obviously it makes sense that we now quickly have a look at best movie score. And this was an award we handed out in our first attempt at the award show. Back then it was John Williams and Jaws that picked up the award when we did like a format which is more focused on what we covered on the podcast rather than what just was generally out throughout the year. So obviously we're bringing it back for this show now, and Alex, it's up to you to present the first winner of this award.
Best Movie Score. The nominees are Tom... Wow. This really gave me a right name here, Tom. Tom Holkenberg, Persona a Mad Max Saga. I'm gonna say these names completely wrong. Lauren Blade and Julian Knott, Wallace and Gromit, Vengeance Most Foul. Hans Zimmer, Dune Part 2. Rob Simonsen, Deadpool and Wolverine. John Pesano, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. And Benjamin Wolfish, Alien Romulus. I'm so sorry. The winner is Rob Simpson, Deadpool and Wolverine.
A great lineup with some great music enhancing their movies. So a big congratulations to Rob Simonson for his Deadpool and Wolverine score. So next up we have the first of our 2 awards for adaptations. I have the pleasure of presenting the award for Best Comic Book Adaptation. Our last show saw Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse claim this award. So this year, TV shows dominated the nominations for comic book adaptations. So the nominees for comic book adaptations are Echo Series 1, The Boys Series 4, Deadpool and Wolverine, The Penguin Series 1, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Series 1, and Agatha All Along Series 1. And see, I told you the TV shows pretty much dominated this because there were some bangers of comic book adaptations on the small screen this past year. So the winner is the only one that's not a TV show in this list, and that's Deadpool and Wolverine. The third victory of the night for the second biggest movie of 2024 and the biggest R-rated movie of all time. So with comic book adaptations out the way, we now look at best non-comic book adaptations. The 2024 award show saw Attack on Titan: The Final Series Part 1 and 2 defeat the likes of Super Mario Bros., Dungeons and Dragons, Barbie, and The Last of Us Series 1 to claim this award. And I mean, it's a surprise considering the fact that Super Mario Bros. Won Best Animated Movie and Dungeons and Dragons went on to, well, you know where that went on to. I'll get to that when we get to that award later on. So it was a surprise when Attack on Titan pulled it out the bag and got this award. And similar to the previous award, this category is dominated by small screen adaptations, since, you know, that's been the best way for it. Adaptations this for the past so many years. Stick to small screen. I mean, apart from Halo, that is. Small screen tends to work the best. So to present the award, we're heading back over to Alex.
Best non-comic book adaptation. Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Dune Part 2, Kaiju Number 8 Series 1, Shogun Series 1, Fallout Series 1, My Hero Academia Series 7. The winner is Fallout Series 1. Congratulations.
Congratulations, Fallout, on not only claiming the award and your first award of the night, but also taking the baton from The Last of Us last year and actually, you know, adapting a video game correctly. I've written correctly for a small screen, but just correctly overall, because, as I say, you did a really good job of taking this world we've known for a long time and bringing it to life in live action. So now, just like a movie or a TV show, a video game that relies on story as well as gameplay requires a solid narrative. And the next award for Best Narrative allows us to honour those games specifically that tell an incredible story, let's say, as well as showing off some decent gameplay. So let's head back over to our video game corner, where Connie can run us through this award.
Next up, we got Best Video Game Narrative. We got Astrobot, Indiana Jones, Black Myth Wukong, Silent Hill 2, Still Wakes the Deep, and Dragon Age Veilguard. Now, I've played about 5 seconds of Indiana Jones. I played the original Silent Hill 2, and I played a decent amount of Black Myth Wukong. but I still went for Silent Hill 2 based off the original, not the remake. Because technically here it doesn't say remake. So let's see what the winner is. And the winner is Silent Hill 2, which I was surprised of, because I'm not sure if anyone else actually plays Silent Hill 2 out of all the other games. So go on son. Stick a little picture of a Pyramid Head up here, looking super sexy, or put the nurse over here as well. Both there.
Congratulations to Silent Hill 2 for winning Best Narrative. I know we're already practically 2 months into 2025, but it's time to crown our most anticipated. And first up, we have the most anticipated TV show. Last year, My Hero Academia Series 7 beat out, obviously the winner of Best Adaptation, just Fallout, and obviously Disney's very highly critically acclaimed Shogun series to earn this award. And again, obviously that was a very close race. It was very close last year, but obviously My Hero just about took it. And obviously we're going to go and see, how close of a race this year's award was. So Alex, how close was it?
Most anticipated TV show: Daredevil, Born Again, Season 1. The Last of Us, Season 2. Stranger Things, Season 5. Wednesday, Series 2. Alien Earth, Season 1. And Kaiju number 8, Series 2. The winner is Kaiju number 8, Series 2. I too also want to watch that.
Best animated TV show, best fight scene, and now most anticipated TV show. Congratulations, Kaiju number 8, on your 3rd victory tonight. I mean, winning 1 award's great, but winning 3, and not only just that, I mean they won 2 for their first series, and now they've got 1 in the bag for a second series. It's crazy. So obviously now we're looking at most anticipated movie award. Last year, obviously this year's current most nominated movie, Deadpool and Wolverine, claimed the award. So is that a good sign for this year's winner? Well, we'll have to find out, because the nominees for most anticipated movie are Lilo and Stitch, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Megan 2.0, Superman, Jurassic World Rebirth, Demon Slayer, Kimetsu no Yaiba, the movie Infinite Castle. I need to just write Demon Slayer Infinite Castle, because fuck, that's a mouthful. And the winner is Megan 2.0. So can Megan 2.0 do what Deadpool and Wolverine did this year and go on to becoming the most nominated movie next year? And heck, can it go on even further than that and become our most nominated form of media ever? Well, if Hayden keeps pointing that gun at me currently, the answer I'm going to give you right now, and I will give you next year, is yes, it has done it. So please, Hayden, put the gun down. But either way, this category was probably one of the worst ones for needing a tiebreaker, because everything just got love. Everything got love completely, because this whole category was practically a tie. Everyone voted for at least everything once. Heck, I think everything got at least 2 votes each. So it shows you how much these properties are loved, and how much of a ball ache it was me trying to get a tiebreaker on that. So anyway, the final most anticipated award is for most anticipated video game. So Wolf Among Us 2 won this last year, but managed to get delayed that much they didn't even come out this year. Didn't even come out last year technically. I mean, it's supposed to be coming out in 2025, but who fucking knows. But I'm not going to put it up for a nomination again this year. It got it last year, I ain't doing it again. So let's hope tonight's winner doesn't have the same fate as Wolf Among Us 2. So Connor, who are the nominees for the category this year?
Next category, I've got zero bias in this category. It's the most anticipated game of this year. Zero bias. We got Grand Theft Auto 6, Death Stranding on the beach, Monster Hunter Wilds, looks decent, not great, Pokemon ZNA, Split Fiction, and Ghost of Yotai. Now I don't think any of these games are really looking great. None at all. especially not Monster. I never would have voted for that on my vote, but we'll see what wins. Pokemon Z enabled. I'm totally fine with that result. Yeah.
The early lead, Pokemon Z to A, however you want to pronounce that, took in this category is what helped it see it over the line, because there was some late competition from a couple of the games that definitely almost took the win, but as I said, it got a lot of votes early on, and that just helped see it over the line. So congratulations on that victory. So a non-human character can be anything from a pet to an alien queen. So to present the award for best non-human character, it couldn't be anyone other than Alex. I'm sorry, Alex. Woof, woof.
Best non-human characters. Ted from Ted, Series 1. Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Gene Cord from The Fall Guy. Dogpaw from Deadpool and Wolverine. Frodo, A Quiet Place, Day 1. And Paddington from Paddington in Peru. The winner is Shadow the Hedgehog from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Gotta go fast.
Congratulations to everyone's favourite brooding hedgehog for bringing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 a second Golden Cave Award. So sticking with Alex, he'll be presenting the award for Best Cameo / Guest Role, and you can thank Deadpool and Wolverine for inspiring this award.
Best Cameo / Guest Role. Danny DeVito from Beetlejuice. Daphne Keane from Deadpool and Wolverine. Channing Tatum from Deadpool and Wolverine. Selena Gomez from Wizards Beyond Waverly Place Season 1. Paul Rudd, Only Murders in This Building Season 4. And Steve Coogan, What We Do in the Shadows Season 6. The winner is Danny DeVito from Beetlejuice.
Congratulations go out to Danny DeVito for basically showing us what Frank Reynolds would be like if he was dead. Now we are down to 10, and it's obviously, well, down to 10 awards left, to be more specific, if you were confused what I was going with there. So first up, we look at performances. So we're kicking off particularly with TV performances. Last year's award, we had two categories performances. We had obviously actor and actress, and obviously both categories combined movies, TV shows, and video game performances into one. But I felt it was better to acknowledge each form of media individually. And though we don't have a video game performance one this year, I'm hoping next year we will have one in, because obviously Neil Newbon won Best Male Performer last year, obviously in the actor side. So hopefully next year we'll have the actor one back for actor and actress for video games, or just like the Game Awards do as the overall performance. But we'll see. It might be the case of taking some awards out and bringing some in. I might rotate awards anyway, so we'll see. So the nominees for Best Performance by an Actress in a TV Show are Ella Pennell for Fallout Series 1, Catherine Hahn for Agatha All Along Series 1, Anna Sawai for Shogun Series 1. I really hope I said that name right. I'm hoping I'm saying all these names right. Elena Ubach for Ted Series 1. This is the one I was going to struggle with. Natasha Natasha, you know, I'll say Natasha from What We Do in the Shadows Series 6. I'm trying to pronounce that last name. Demetriou, I think that is actually. And Alequa Cox from Echo Series 1. I gave a lot of these awards purposely to other people because I know they'd suffer with names like I do. But then I fucked myself over by giving myself the TV performance awards. So I've shot myself in the foot while trying to shoot someone else in the foot. God damn it, I'm an idiot. Anyway, the winner is Catherine Hahn for Agatha All Along Series 1. See, Catherine Hahn is always a fun watch in whatever project she does, and she perfectly suits the MCU's take on Agatha Harkness. She's also the second Marvel actress to claim a performance award at this show, after Haley Steinfeld won the award last year for obviously best performance of an actress. Obviously, up next we have best performance by an actor, and the nominees for that are Matt Berry, What We Do in the Shadows Series 6, Walter Goggins, Fallout Series 1, Ryuki Sanada, Shogun Series 1, Anthony Mackie, Twisted Metal Series 1, Colin Farrell, Penguin Series 1, and Scott Grimes, Ted Series 1. And the winner is, by nearly a unanimous vote, Matt Berry, What We Do in the Shadows Series 6. And for 6 series, Matt Berry has just delivered some great comedic moments in What We Do in the Shadows. Obviously from, the line of most devious bastard in all of New York City to his battle with Mark Hamill. It feels perfect for obviously him to walk away with this award in what is his final appearances as Laszlo on the small screen. Hopefully at some point, if they ever venture back into What We Do in the Shadows via a movie or another TV show with, in a different setting, hopefully we get cameos, not just from Matt Berry, but from obviously the entire cast of the show, because everyone in What We Do in the Shadows is great, and it is always great then to see them going off and doing other things, but hopefully at some point we'll get to see them return as these characters, because that'd be just a good laugh. Obviously up next we have Best Animated Performance. Now this one works the same as performance from last year's award, where obviously we're looking at both movies and TV shows, and basically as long as you're animated, you qualify for this. Not animated in your performance, but animated in your voice. You're a voice role, so you get my drift. So to present the award, I will hand you back over to Alex to hand out the last animated award of the night.
Best Animated Performance. We have Dwayne Johnson from Moana 2. Erica Hegson from Has Been Hotel Season 1. Keanu Reeves from Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Maya Hawke from Inside Out 2. Tom Ellis from Exploding Kittens. Ella Purnell from Arcane Season 2. The winner is Keanu Reeves from Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Keanu Reeves claiming the third award for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 and the second tonight for Shadow the Hedgehog specifically. So big congratulations to Sonic and, Keanu Reeves. So obviously that third award for Sonic now ties it for most wins at this year's award, with Kaiju number 8 and Deadpool and Wolverine also claiming 3 awards earlier on. So our final 2 awards for best performances are for movie performances. So to hand out the award for best actor and actress, I will hand you back to Connor to do both, so you're not going to see my ugly mug for a little while.
Now we've got here best movie performance, actress, but I'm pretty sure now you can't have actor and actress. Everyone technically is an actor, so don't blame me for this one. Go for Tom. Get with the times, my man. Right, you got Renee Rapp from Mean Girls. Oh god, these names I'm not going to get right. Ashley Weir from Abigail. Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 3. Naomi Scott from Smile 2. And Taylor Joy from Furiosa. And Olivia Colman from Paddington in Peru. And the winner of that category was Lauren Lavera from Terrifier 3, which is a great film. Up there, one of the best. Held my boyfriend's hand while watching that, Tom. He's not really my boyfriend, but in another life maybe. Include a little picture of you, Tom, and then stick a little picture of me and just right. Alright, we got best movie performance, brackets actor, which kind of speaks for itself. We got Jim Carrey in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, David Jason, David Jason. stick David Jason. Stick David Jason up here. I thought, I'm not going to get any of the names wrong in this category. Stick David Jason up there. Yeah. David Johnson in Alien Romulus. Glenn Powell in Twisters. Hugh Jackman in Deadpool and Wolverine. David Howard Thornton in Terrifier 3. And Dan Stevens in Abigail. and the winner was Jim Carrey in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, which I still need to watch. But I would have gone for that one as well. I would have gone for that one. If that one or Terrifier 3, I can't remember what I voted for. Probably would have gone for Sonic.
Congratulations, Lauren Lavera and Jim Carrey, for your wins. Lauren, obviously, you claimed the second Golden Cave Award for Terrifier 3, while Jim Carrey, you helped Sonic earn its fourth award. And heading into the final 5 awards, obviously, Sonic at the moment holds the distinct honour of being our most awarded form of media at this year's show. But the question is, can you go one step further? Can you beat Baldur's Gate 3, which also claimed our record for victories last year? We'll have to find out. Well, we'll find out sooner rather than later. But first up, before we get to that, I'm presenting the next award for Best Director. And the nominees for that are Nick Park and Merlin Crossingham for Wallace & Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, Matt Bettinelli Alpin and Tyler Gillette for Abigail, Damien Leone for Terrifier 3, Sean Levi for Deadpool and Wolverine, Wes Ball for Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, and George Miller for Furiosa and Mad Max Saga. And the winner is Sean Levi for Deadpool and Wolverine. And big congratulations, Sean Levi, for crafting one of the best comic movies of 2024. I mean, the bar wasn't the biggest, especially with what Sony were putting out last year, so the bar wasn't the biggest, but you still did it, so congratulations on that. And not only did you craft probably one of the best comic movies of last year, well, the best comic movie of last year, to me personally, you probably crafted one of the best comic movies out there, because I absolutely loved your movie. It was so good. And I can't wait to see where not only Deadpool and Wolverine go from here, but also what you bring to the big screen next. So, obviously, not only did you win an award for yourself, but you also helped Deadpool and Wolverine tie Sonic the Hedgehog 3 for most awards. So they're both now around 4, and it's all going down to the wire. And for drama purposes, that is what we are here for. But before we reach the final award of the show, because I say we're down to the last few awards now, but before we reach that, we've got the big 3 to give out. We've got Best Movie, Best TV Show, and Best Video Game to give out. And we're kicking it off with Best Movie. Last year saw Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves, which I mentioned earlier was up for Best Non-Comic Book Adaptation last year. Obviously, that shocked us all by not winning anything throughout the show, but then destroying the Best Movie category awards. So, congratulations again for that, for doing that. But obviously, question is, can someone do that underdog story again tonight? Because we've got a couple. Obviously, looking at this list of what's nominated, I mean, so far only 3 movies on this list have actually picked up awards. So, can one of these other ones do the underdog story that Dungeons & Dragons did last year and win this category? Well, we'll have to find out. But the other question I say is, can Sonic the Hedgehog or Deadpool and Wolverine break Baldur's Gate 3's record? Because that's a possibility as well, because both are up for this. So without further ado, let's get straight into this. The nominees for Best Movie are Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Deadpool and Wolverine, Wallace & Gromit: Vengeance Most Foul, Abigail, and Furiosa: A Mad Max Saga. And the winner is Deadpool and Wolverine, the most nominated form of media at this year's award. And not just like at this year's award, but obviously it broke the record for most nominated form of media at the award show in general, which, I know we're only 2 years into this award, but it's still a big thing to have over your title. Obviously, as I say, it now also holds the record for most Golden Cave wins. Obviously, it has 5. So, big congratulations to everyone behind Deadpool and Wolverine on delivering an incredible movie experience, which, as I say, was the biggest R-rated movie of all time, and it's the second biggest movie of 2024, only being beaten by Inside Out 2, which had the advantage of being a kids' film. So, of course, that has an easy chance of earning the books. But still, I mean, second isn't a bad position to be. Specifically because of the fact that you're 15 and you've got your back against the wall from the get-go. So, again, big congratulations to the team behind Deadpool and Wolverine. So, now for his final appearance on the show, Alex will be handing the award for Best TV Show. Attack on Titan, the final series, part 3 and 4, was named Best TV Show at last year's awards. So who will follow in Attack on Titan's footsteps? Well, I can't answer that question. Well, I can, but it's not up to me to answer that question for you right now. So, Alex, who has claimed this award?
Best TV Show. The nominees are What We Do in the Shadows, Season 6, Arcane, Season 2, My Hero Academia, Season 7, Hazpin Hotel, Season 1, Shogun, Season 1, and Fallout, Season 1. And the winner is What We Do in the Shadows, Season 6. Congratulations. Well, Tom, I hope this is okay for you. If not, please shout at me. Also, what do you think? What do you think of the setup? It's pretty good, right?
Congratulations, What We Do in the Shadows Series 6. I mean, 2 awards to wrap out your final series. That's not bad at all. That's not bad. Big pat on your back, everyone who's been involved in not just Series 6 of What We Do in the Shadows, but the first Series 1 all the way to Series 6, because you've delivered me and Hayden some great laughs throughout your, well, really short run time, really, because 6 series for a TV show nowadays isn't, it's average, but it's not like, basically they didn't milk it, so that's the good thing. But you deliver some good laughs, and not only that, you deliver some really great memes. So Alex just got to hand out his final award, so now it's time for Connor to dish out his final one, which is Best Video Game. And last year's show saw Baldur's Gate 3 take this award, which wasn't a surprise, really. So Connor, what do you have in store for us this time?
Here we go. Game of the Year. Nominees: Indiana Jones, Astrobot, Power World, WWE 2K24, Black Myth Wukong, and Balatro. I'm going to reveal the winner now. It is Astrobot. Same as the Game Awards. Might as well just put the Game Awards, just get rid of me. Just stick the Game Awards clip right here. That's all from me anyway. I don't know if I'm the last host, the first host, the middle host. So someone's before me. Good job. If someone's after me. Hope you get some names wrong as well. That's all from me today. I know I will sadly be missed. I'll be back soon.
Another tight race, but still a big congratulations to the very fun game that is Astrobot. And congratulations to everyone who worked on this game, because you did deliver a really fun game, very Mario-esque game. That was a good way of celebrating PlayStation's anniversary. So again, as I say, big congratulations to everyone involved with that game. And now it's time for the final award of the night, the Golden Dragon Award. And just like last year, 1 movie, 1 TV show, and 1 video game can qualify for this category. And you have to have had some sort of impact in your respective industry. Baldur's Gate 3 beat out Barbie and The Last of Us last year to claim this award. So the 3 nominees for this year's Golden Dragon are Deadpool and Wolverine for movies, Shogun Series 1 for the TV show categories, and Balatro for video games. And the winner is Deadpool and Wolverine, claiming its 6th award of the night, and that is 6 out of 12 awards it has picked. Obviously, that it was up for, it picked up. I mean, technically, it was obviously in 1 category twice, but still, 6 out of 12. That ain't bad, Deadpool and Wolverine's. You've set not only the record for most nominations at this awards show, but also now you've officially got a lock-in on most wins. So, can anyone beat you next year? Wait till next year to find that out. But still, big congratulations to obviously you, Deadpool and Wolverine, everyone behind it, and not just congratulations to you, but congratulations to every winner tonight and every nominee at the Golden Cave Awards, because you've all delivered some form of really great entertainment for us, and obviously if you didn't, then you wouldn't be up for this award. So congratulations to everyone we've spoken about tonight, and obviously that is basically it for our 2nd annual Golden Cave Awards. I want to thank everyone who voted for obviously the nominees this year. I just want to thank Alex and Connor for taking time out, obviously, of their own, obviously, personal life to actually record their segments for me. I'm really hoping Connor has done it. If not, I'm thanking him for nothing, which is, is nothing unusual there. I would thank Hayden. She was originally supposed to help me. Most help I got out of her was, yep, the camera seems to be straight. Thumbs up. So hopefully she helps with the editing, so I can congratulate her on that. If not, then fucking congratulations on myself for the edits. So obviously the biggest thank you though is to you, the viewers, for tuning into the show. So we'll be back next year for our 3rd annual Golden Cave Awards, and I'm going to be sticking with this format, and I'm going to try and improve on what we've done this year to deliver an even bigger award show, and not just an even bigger, but an even better award show next year. I'm hoping to do the original format I was going to do with this, which is get the boom mic out, get the camera out. But for this year, obviously, I stuck. I don't want to go too out on the get-go. Ease myself in to the big show that I really want this to be. Not Oscar level show, obviously, but big enough for YouTube. So anyway, thank you for joining me this year, and I say thank you for joining me, Connor and Alex, this year. So until next time, goodbye.
If you like what you've seen, don't be afraid to throw us a little like and subscribe. That's always very appreciated over here. And well, I'll see you on the next video.